Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and that is the intro I start every single video on this channel with. However, it's something that YouTube has a real hard time understanding, something I could vaguely understand because admittedly IBX and toycat, they're not English words and I do speak fast, but given just how much YouTube messes it up, it's something that bothers me because, you know, people with hard of hearing or people with hearing difficulties of any form need to rely on those captions, and those captions don't do a good enough job. And let me show you a few examples, because we've got like, hello, I'm Abby Extra Care, and recently I had to, like, Abby Extra Care, or hello, I'm VA Extra Care, or I'm a few extra care, hello, I'm up yeah extra care, I'm a gangster Campbell comebacks videos, hello, and a few X's Logan and Minecraft. They're all ridiculous, right? This is just a thing that we can see about the YouTube bot, and it's a real problem that every single video seems to have, because you might think I'm cherry picking a few examples, but no, every single video on this channel is going to have some mistake, like, hello, I'm a PX Legume, hello, I'm FD Extra Ganon. How did they know Ganon is a word, but they got IBX as FD Extra? Or hello, I'm if you explicate and I recently went around. Hello, I'm at the explicat, welcome back. So hello, and an archaic stakeout. And you know, these get ridiculous. Hello, I'm VIX LeCounty. Hello, I'm BX Freak is the closest we got. And maybe the very closest one of all of them was hello, IBX Eastoy can what? That is the closest we have gotten to YouTube getting the thing correct. And it got me thinking, right? If YouTube makes such a big mistake with any way I say anything, would it be kind of fun to take the YouTube captions and use it as a script for a video? So I have a fun game lined up right here. We've got ourselves the YouTube auto captions for a video, which I won't tell you the title of, and we're going to use it as the script for a video. We're going to go through and we're going to say this exactly as it is. We're going to have the initial audio muted, so you won't be able to hear any of that, and you're going to have to work out based on the script, one, what the heck the video is about, and two, it will be kind of fun to see just how bad YouTube gets the video captions wrong from, this is 3 years ago too, so bear in mind this is a video where I used to speak even faster than I do right now, which means YouTube's likely going to have even more mistakes. With that said though, let's start, shall we, and let's dive into this. So let's begin the video, because hello, under the exploit count, welcome back. So videos, don't talk about rare events in Minecraft. This is something I should do a llama channel, but it's usually in a pretty positive light. For instance, when I'm told much killing witness skeletons, don't kill the witness skeletons, and hang out 1 in 40 rare chance drop their scope, but that's a rare event that people really love to happen. When you kill a skeleton and shot it both, it's a rare event. That's really fun, and even just, you know, going mining, finding a vein of 8 diamonds, it just feels really good when these things happen. That made sense. However, there's a lot of rare events in Minecraft which don't feel so good, and that really just made you go up, I guess. That happened, so I want to go for today 5 rare events that no one cares about Minecraft, and no one cares about Minecraft, and that's what I'm doing. Hopefully you do enjoy. If you do like, you know, the features that no one seems to care about, like, no, because it helps out the channel and lets these features have some self-esteem. Not that they need it, because honestly I don't care about more cumbersome, either like apart my brains going, oh, these are so rare, and art postures going, but it makes no difference. My life, such as this first one here, which is one of the most rare features I'm going to be covering today, because it is the chance of finding a desert well. So these desert wells only spawn in deserts, and they only spawn in 1 in every 1,000 chunks. That's right, a wonderful chance of finding these in a particular chunk, which is so ridiculously rare. It means most wolves don't have them. I was just about to stop and be like, look, it got good, but then it's like, this means most wolves don't have them. Fun fact, most wolves do not have most wolves do not have desert wells, and fun fact, this is in fact almost accurate sometimes. I don't know what's causing it to like drift up and down the scales of fast and not, but it seems as though we go from certain phrases that YouTube has no clue about, and then there's certain phrases, I guess the more common ones, desert well for instance, that it does know about, and I guess that gives away some of the video. It includes desert wells, but what could it be about? Let's find out by continuing. By the way, I wanted to check, we are in fact on 0.75 times speed, and it's still this hard for me to keep up with the script of the things that YouTube thinks I'm saying. Just to let you know, I thought like, wow, this is going so fast, I'm having a difficulty like actually reading it accurately, but it's really hard to read a script of my own words read back to me, okay? But clearly this is how we should do all videos from now on, so back into it. Most wolves don't have them, but when you do find them, you know every other world or ever you like VLO to something like that, you go, oh, it's a desert well, that's so rare. And then my head just goes, oh, okay, what now? Then it's because you know, again, there's such a cool concept like, wow, it's just a rental well, no desert. But the truth is, you already find a bunch of water in deserts. Like, you know, water spawns pretty commonly, early space in my experience. So you don't need water in there, and it's like, oh, but then there's sandstone, there's lots of it, and it snaps to, but then you've got like a question like, do you need that much sandstone? And you're gonna do it anyway. It's not like sand is, you know, logically hard to find, and that's why I think desert wells are one of the coolest rare features that are just mean nothing to anyone. Like, you find out and you go, okay, well, let's move on to the next thing we're doing today, and that's what why I'm kind of disappointed. I wish there was some use for them, and maybe they could be like a secret chest every now and then, or maybe it could be like, oh, the water goes down into a cave, right? I don't know what you have to do a bit, but the fact that it's just water and just sandstone and desert, where you usually find lots of water and, fun fact, lots of sand and sandstone, just makes me go sigh. Fun fact, lots of sand and sandstone just makes me go sigh. So yeah, just bear in mind that what I just read out to you right there, but at a faster speed, is what people who are deaf or have hearing difficulties, or, you know, maybe they just can't plug in headphones and they're in an environment where, you know, like their mother might beat them in the next room because only children watch YouTube videos. It's a well-known fact, only children watch Minecraft YouTube videos. So, you know, their mother's in the next room, they're gonna lay down some smack if they do it. They have to use the captions, and this is what they think the video's about. It's a tragedy, but let's get back into it, because we make a move on to the second one here that is actually rare hat thing that only happens 1 in every 12 with a skeleton kills that, it knows with a skeleton, is annoying because when you kill a word Scotsman, so this is one of 12 chancellors happening. Right now you've got a 8.5% chance of getting you a, you know, this stone sword that the Webster was holding. So let's see if we do it this time. We got coal this time, I guess. How long? The same lines too, because most were skeleton drops beside their skull, which is 140, but every other web script drop, like the, you know, stone sword, which is only 1 in 12, it's just really annoying when it happens, because like, oh, I have to now work out an extra small momentary, or you just know it fills up one that you need something else, and you end up with a bunch of stone swords that makes you question, like, why is this the case? Because stone forts are incredibly easy to crack. In fact, let me show you right now. I have nothing for them. Let's just go. This is 2 bits of, you know, stone. There's the, by the way, can I just quickly mention, I love these old school, you know, videos we used to make on the channel. They're like kind of like presentation style, where it's like, here's the stuff, I line it up and then I talk, because I just like randomly make a tangent of like, actually, you know what, just to prove how useless stone swords are, what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft them on the spot. I haven't prepared this in the slightest. I just start chopping down the random villager house to do it. So, you know what, say what you will about the old school Toycat videos and the unpreparedness of them, but sometimes it led to some fun, in my opinion. Anyway, so, Shy need to make some stone, so now that I would craft, but no one, I probably, because the most time you're killing with the skeletons, you don't need their stone sword, and that's why getting a stone sword already, any equipment drop from the Red Wisconsin, it's just one of those rare events that feels like it should be cooked. Your village is not. It's just nice earning inconvenience, and yeah, that's why our stun swords are not a fun thing when they happen. And the second rare event, they're just no one cares about. So let's move on to the third one here, which is doing villages actually, which is why I'm next to a village, you might know. And yeah, fun fact, but yeah, base in this village, because as you can see, boom, we got a bunch of villagers around, and I've actually locked them down because I tried to go through a bunch of trades for a video a long time back, and I love the trades you'll find as you're going for a village are really... You know, I just have to mention, it's been years since I've done this. Am I going off on this much of a tangent unrelated to the video, or is the video just turning it into something else? Because I have no clue what I'm talking about right now. I have no conception of what I'm really going on with, besides maybe these villagers relate to the theme in the way. I'm not going to spoil it, but what am I talking about? I'm gonna watch this video back afterwards just to have a feel of like, what actually am I going through? But let's try and get back into this. I feel like one of those commentary channels that has to like pause the video every 30 seconds because it's like, ooh, we'll get struck for copyright unless I make some, you know, transformative comments right here. So did you know that I actually just ate a bunch of breadcrumbs in my lunch? I had eggs and breadcrumbs. It was pretty tasty. Okay, now I can go back to the video and not get sued for copyright by this ibxtoycat guy. Probably shouldn't, because stuff like, you go in and you find a library. Man, I miss the old trade system. That offers you an enchanted book. Again, pretty rare thing, but it's knocked back and it costs 7 emeralds. Are you really gonna invest the whole 7 emeralds just to get knocked back when you could that pretty easily for 1 XP point? Like, you need to value, XP points 7 times as highly as emeralds, and in some cases, like a crow fancy, again, same thing, except it's 16 emeralds, so you have to value this in shaman 16 times more than a single level here XP. And is that really worth it, given the fact that you also have to spend XP to put this on whatever you want? I don't get why anyone spends stuff on this, and even you get really rare stuff. So for instance, you can find I'm breaking, or you can even find smite. You can find I'm breaking, but anyway, I am breaking, this is killing me. I should spend that, and the answer is almost invariably going to be no, because you need to smite very rarely. Anyone, you do need it. Like, you probably can just make our sword, and yeah, all these things add up to make you go, should I spend my emeralds in shamans? No, it's probably better to spend XP, because yeah, that's kind of how this works. Unless you really have nothing else to trade for, and you have enough name tags, enough saddles, do you really care about enchanted books? When they happen, I don't personally, but yeah, again, maybe you're opinion's different. I'd love to have any of these fears, but I think most people don't care when they get, really bad in China book trades. But again, that's my personal opinion, like this next one here, which is something I see all the time, even though it's a lot rarer than most people figure. Oaks, it's nerves sheep, so sheep have a lot of color variations. You can get, there's common ones, there's uncommon ones, and then there's the really uncommon ones, which is the brown sheep, and then there's the, super rare one, which is the pink chief. So the pink sheep is a 1 in every 600. It's 1 every 600 sheep that's born. It's gonna be a pink sheep, which is rare and cool one. Wow, isn't that wonderful? And this sounds like a bad English translation. Sheer factor of like, ooh, that's new. I guess I'll get some pink wool, which is kind of valuable. But brown sheep have a 1 in 33 chance. It'll be less is 3%. So 1 in like 33.3 recurring chance of her spawning for every sheep. However, often do you care about when you see a brown sheep? I personally have never, and to me it's actually an inconvenience, because most of the time you want white sheep, or sometimes you might want black sheep. Do you want brown sheep? What do you really want? They're brown wolf for, you might want to build a bat statue like I did. Do you like it, by the way? I was trying to put a teddy bear and it looks like a bat, so now I'm claiming it's a bat statue. Yeah, you want to build a statue like a bat out of fur, some bran wool, you might want to, build something like that. But how often is this, maybe when you do need that, you need more than just 1 brown sheep. So it's the it's the annoying level of rare, where it happens when you don't want it too rarely. But if you ever did, when it happened, it's gonna be a real annoying nightmare to find it. And that's why brown sheep, one of the voice features, which one of the worst features, which think are cool and rare, but that's right, you don't think it's called rare, but actually it is in, but the worst of both worlds. I guess I'm saying, it's like the opposite of what really good bread. So let's move on to the final. I know what I was trying to say right there, but the fact that I was saying that is weird enough, let alone how it's messed up, because it's talking about refugees in the voiceover. Let me go back for that. Actually, I guess the final thing refugee, is that no one cares about, because it's to do with spiders. You don't know spiders in the same way zombies. When you up the difficulty in place, they're the better chances warning with you. Armored abhor a better chance of spawning with a weapon, or do better chance pawn with enchanted stuff? Like, there's actually a similar thing like that for spiders as the difficulty increases, and it's actually stir of potions. So like this, we activate that, and you're going to see now she picked me because of that. But yeah, as you can see, lets them in there. Oh, there is a spider with speed, and it's really rare chance. Like, it's 1 in, again, it depends on the difficulty, but it can be like 1 in 100. It's a really, really rare chance to see a spider with, fire resistance or night vision or invisibility. But how often do you really care what happens? You go, oh, that's kind of interesting, and then you guess what could happen anyway, because that's how it kind of goes. And yeah, just like that, the rare feature's gone, and now I think this might be the rare feature that the fewest people care about, because I've never heard anyone tell me a cool story about how they found a spider with everything. Like, you always hear about people going, oh, I got some enchanted diamond armor from a zombie. Like, oh, not always, but yeah, you hear that, and it's an amazing story. But when you hear about, can I just say, I don't want to criticize myself too heavily. This sounds like trying to read like a Trump speech verbatim, like, you know, oh yeah, this is actually a speech about, I don't know, wind energy, but I'm going to talk about how much I don't understand it and how my teacher thought I was the best in school. Like, it's like, how do you get on these tangents? I'm like genuinely concerned for myself, like listening to this video. Like, I am going to have to listen back to some of this just for the last bit here. I'm going to listen to my voiceover just to make sure the voiceover's bad and that I literally didn't say these things in this order. I have lost faith in that not being true.
Like, oh, the spider had blue particle effect, so I killed it, and now it doesn't anymore. Oh, great story! Wow, so interesting. And that's not actually what people think. And they think, yeah, it's like telling people about your dreams. It's something if you do, yeah, you end up kind of seeming a bit boring, and that's something I just want to kind of mention right here.
I sound really drunk, but that's because of the low speed. It looks like I did go on a big tangent about mentioning your dreams and how boring you are if you do it. Fun fact, you totally are. But this video right here, you might recognize it from the channel from a while back. If you don't recognize this video, try and guess which video it is. It's a very popular video on my channel. In fact, it's one of the most viewed. If you want to spoil it for yourself, you could find it that way. But it was a video that kind of shocked me because it was like, oh yeah, this is, you know, a video of that many views, but some percentage of those viewers, like as many as 1% of those viewers, got this version of the video instead. Got the version where instead of talking about whatever I was meant to do, we got this instead, and to me, that's kind of a messy thing. To conclude this video, though, which I hope you will enjoy, my YouTube auto captions are really, really bad, and they recently removed the ability for people to do their own captions, I do believe, because we used to have, you know, some sort of crowdsourcing for that. I think the technology really needs to improve because people can't have that sort of a video. You know, captions need to understand that some people speak English at different speeds. Some people speak at breakneck speed in videos, you know? Sometimes that includes myself. And people, like maybe myself, they need this to be fixed in many different ways. So, yeah, what I'm saying right here is that YouTube auto captions really need to be improved because, you know what? Hello, I'm a big streak and welcome back to... Hello, I'm the exit I can. Today I'm in the tutorial world. Hello, I'm a guest I can. Welcome back, Snow. None of these things are hello, I'm ibxtoycat and welcome back to another video, and I think they should be. Because accessibility sounds like it's something that people complain about all the time because it's easy to talk for other people's causes, but accessibility is something you're going to run into at any point for anyone. Like, admittedly, 99% of people aren't deaf, don't need to go through that, but the reason that YouTube should improve these tools, and the reason they implemented them in the first place, and should be working on them, is because, you know, it's like the curb cut. It's like many different things where you can help accessibly, you know, needing people and also help other people at the same time. Something I think is pretty cool, for instance, is gender neutral toilets. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh no, Toycat, you're one of those people that's trying to push this, that. Or maybe you think, go Toycat, the hero, pushing the gender neutral bathrooms. But you know the real reason they're great? Because guy bathrooms, disgusting. Girl bathrooms, pretty good. As a guy, only got things to gain. And that's why I'm saying we need YouTube auto captions, because sometimes you can't hear so well. Sometimes your mother's in the next room. She's gonna whoop yo ass if you are caught watching another Toycat video. You need to listen to them anyway. And sometimes you might have some hearing difficulties in your life. You might have some seeing difficulties in your life. Actually, wait. That's the wrong... Auto captions won't help you with seeing difficulties. You know what? But you might have seeing difficulties anyway, and didn't you wish there was a solution to that? I bet you do. Because here's the deal. Most accessibility problems are things that you can run into and that you might run into, and that's why they should be fixed. And that's why YouTube should have more effort into this sort of thing, because you shouldn't be excluded from watching Toycat videos just for being deaf. Or maybe you should be, you know, that's your decision, I guess. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, because I'll see you all. That was a bad ending. Bad note to end on. But you can turn on notifications if you want to see more videos. If you want to know what the video was, go to my most viewed videos on my channel. I don't know how you do that on mobile, actually. So if you want to know what the video was, then, you know, go find it out yourself. And let me know in the comments down below what you would have assumed it was at the end. It's too late for me to say that. This video is a mess. But you know what else is a mess? Raid Shadow Legends, which is the sponsor of today's video. Did you know that it's the #1 source of, you know, YouTubers saying awkward things in exchange for money? I bet you didn't. Okay, goodbye.